Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. So, update on Drake's baby mother, Sophie. Actually, Drake's baby's mother had to sign a NDA, and it's actually official. I believe it's allegedly that it's official that, she's actually Drake's baby's mother. And, her Instagram at this time and point right now has been blocked because people have been going to her Instagram and just dropping dimes on her. And so actually Sophie, she's actually married a man for a green card, and she's actually still married because she wanted to get her green card. And so that just brings so much to what Pusha T said about Drake, trying to keep, playing border patrol, is playing border patrol with Sophie, playing border patrol with his son, hiding them, making sure they don't cross over. So this is just like crazy. And also, so it also says that, Sophie, she has dated plenty of rappers and football players and basketball players, and she's actually a softcore porn actress, and she's also a escort, and she's also a groupie. It's like, damn, you get the worst of the worst pregnant. Like, you always see like interracial dating, especially with these stars and athletes, and especially African American, indigenous, melanated men that do have money. They choose, when they don't choose an African American woman that's indigenous or whatever, and they choose outside of their race, they get the worst of the worst. I mean, this woman was a jump off. She was still dating ASAP Rocky when she was pregnant with Drake's baby, and she actually didn't know who her baby daddy was. She was lost. She didn't know if it was Drake, if it was, ASAP Rocky, if it was James Harding, if it was E-Man Smuffet, Tiana Taylor's husband. She thought she was pregnant by Tiana Taylor's husband too as well. So she's been spreading that coochie, boy, and they be wifing these type of females up. So somehow the rumors got out there about it actually being Drake's son. And so she really thought there was a lot of potential men as her baby daddy, because she didn't know, because she let everybody nut in her raw, and she don't use protection, and she's softcore porn and escort groupie. So she don't even use protection. Like, damn. Well, why would she use protection if she's trying to get a baby? And it's actually said that she actually wanted to be pregnant by Drake. She actually wanted to have Drake's baby. Who can blame her to having a king to the throne? She just had Drake's baby. He's the king to Drake's throne. You know what I mean? So she lucked up. She's gonna have a green card. She's gonna have a passport. She's gonna have everything now because she is the baby mama. And so, with all this being said, it just seems like Drake Drizzy, he should have never stepped out of his lane. He should have never stepped out of album mode. When Pusha T came at Drake with, Daytona, and he dissed, Drake, and and he dissed Birdman, and he dissed Lil Wayne, he should have just stayed in album mode. Drake should have never stepped out of album mode to bite what Pusha T was giving him. He should have just stayed in album mode. But he took the bait. He took Pusha T's bait, and Pusha T was ready. Pusha T has an arsenal, and he was ready for Drake. He was hoping he was going to take the bait. Drake took the bait. He stepped out the studio, album mode, and did a diss track on, Pusha T. And then he mentions Pusha T's, fiance, Virginia, whatever her name is. He mentioned her, and he was just going, and he was just like, I'm appalled. And he went at Kanye West, which I was happy that Drake went at Kanye West. Anytime anybody diss Kanye West, I'm here for it. I love it. I'm down with you. So, he should have never took the bait, because, it seems like Pusha T was ready for this ammo. He was ready to use his ammo. He was ready to come out and fire and shoot all the lyrical and all the expose, Drake. And this is what happens. Drake is with a dirty, nasty woman. Like, whoa. It was between 5 stars and the rest, paying customers. Like, she didn't even know who her baby daddy was. If I was Drake, I would want to hide her too. I would be embarrassed. But you know what? You should own up. You wanted to, run up in that Raw. Like, you guys are still having unprotected sex Raw in 2017. Like, what's going on? I guess nobody's getting a memo about these diseases out here. I guess since they got all these drugs and all this treatment, people was like, okay, I could just get something and take medication. Like, no. So anyways, Pusha T has really derailed, Drake's plan, because, Pusha T also did expose that Drake was going to expose his son with the Adidas run, the outfit and the sneakers and stuff. And he was also going to do that. And, that was millions and millions of dollars on the line. You got sponsorship, you got advertisement, you have Apple, and, the people that put the money behind Drake, Apple, and just all that stuff. And Drake derailed from that plan to respond to Pusha, and Pusha just exposed Drake with this blackface. And the blackface thing is just really awful and terrible, to see Drake in blackface. So now you question it. You see, now he went with the lowest of a woman to mess with. Then on top of that, she's a Caucasian. Then on top of that, you went blackface. Then Drake tries to explain blackface, that it was a project that he was doing to make the community aware of how, the stereotype towards African Americans, and trying to get roles in Hollywood, and how, they're only aligned to play, drug dealers and prostitutes, but actually he was with a prostitute. So, and, but, blackface come from Jim Crow. Jim Crow created the Jim Crow laws and all that movement. And, the explanation that Drake explained why he did blackface, because we see the documents. I want to see the documentary. I want to see the videotape. I want to see the writing. I want to see the manuscript. I want to see the script, because this is all fine and dandy, because you don't talk about pro-black this, pro-black that, or even trying to empower anybody that is melanated or that's indigenous, as well as African American and Black Americans. So it's just like, damn, Drake should have kept his mouth closed. He should have ignored, Pusha T, but he didn't. He took the bait, and Pusha T's running with it, and it's just like, it has not stopped. Like, I'm telling you, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, oh my goodness, just the memes, just the small little videos, like, it's just hilarious. It's just too funny. That's why Drake said, I know everybody's amused by this circus, because it's really a circus, because, Drake has been untouchable, but now he's been touched by Pusha T. But what I do want, I still want Kanye West to respond to Drake, because Drake called you out. So, we got, Drake out here with prostitutes, whores, like, damn, like, they got no class, no style, like, shit. His mother ain't a prostitute or a whore. Why would he pick one that's a prostitute and a whore and sleeping with everybody? Drake, why didn't you marry her for a green card? It's a damn shame that these dudes will pick anything other than a black woman. Not all these dudes, some dudes, because Pusha T is actually with an African American woman. Peace, I'm out, one love.